What's going on, everybody? Today I wanted to just make a video talking about, if you've um, lost your job and you're feeling kind of hopeless and wondering what you should do. Maybe I could share a story with you that maybe could help you. About, let's say 11 years ago, well, 2006, 2007, sometime in there. So what is that, 11, 12 years ago? I lost my job and had tons of bills to pay, had car payments, credit card debt, a mortgage, had, kids to feed, well, one child to feed. Um, and that was a really scary thing. And when you're not sure, what you're going to do, because I didn't go to college, I really didn't have a specific set of skills. I was just kind of living my life at that time. And I had a pretty decent paying job, and which is how I had a house at that age and cars and all that. But everything was pulled out from underneath me. But as soon as that happened, I made a plan in my mind that the company that I was working for, I wanted to start my own company doing what they were doing, which that's what I did. And I had, during that time, being scared, and like all these other things were going on around me, losing, the repo man showing up in my driveway taking a car. I mean, this really happened. Credit card companies calling me. I mean, my phone is ringing off the hook. I had to try to find little temporary jobs in between while I got the business going, 24 hours a day just working. But the thing that you have to do, that I did while going through this, and I think that if you're somebody going through this, is to have the vision of what you want your life to be after this. Do not sit and think about what's happening to you right now, because I look back and I think about all the stuff that was happening to me at that time, and I think, how in the hell did I get through that? How in the hell? Because there was just nasty things happening left and right. Every time I turned around, if it wasn't a ticket, it was somebody crashing into my cars. If it wasn't that, I mean, my electricity was shut off, my gas was shut off. I didn't have gas one time for like a week. Not having food. I remember taking my last few dollars into the store to buy food, and coming out and dropping the eggs on the floor. I mean, I didn't have any money. I mean, that's like rock bottom. So you really can't. And I know this is easier said than done, but I've been through it. And I know that while going through it, that I wasn't focused on all the negative stuff that was happening. It was happening, but my main focus was on taking myself in a direction and getting out of the mess that I was in. And, it took a long time. I mean, it didn't happen overnight. I mean, this was years of constant struggle, and I wish that it was easier, but sometimes it's not. Maybe for some people it is. For me, it was extremely difficult. But through the hard times, I pinned my focus, well, on a couple different things. Number one being my business and where I wanted to take my business. I put numbers into place that I want to make X amount, and I believe that in my mind that at some point I want to make this much money. And I worked and did things pretty much for free. And I got burned a few times. I learned a lot of lessons. And, until things finally started to work a little bit, and I got the thing up and running. And the second thing I put my focus on was getting myself out of debt. It's hard to think when you have no money, and you could just easily file bankruptcy just to get rid of it all. But deep down inside, I wanted to change my life. Deep down inside, I felt this need to pay off all my debt. So not only during this time in my life, I believe I was 24, 25, somewhere in that age range, I had built my life up, what I thought was building my life up, getting a job and, getting into debt and buying houses and cars and crap I didn't need. I thought that meant that I had my life together. But I didn't. As soon as I lost my job, everything completely fell apart. I mean, my relationship fell apart. Everything. I must have had nothing left but the thought in my head that I want to take myself to a different place, no matter what. And that was get myself out of debt and grow my business at any cost necessary. And it literally was any cost. And it's not easy. But if you're somebody and you're going through this and you've lost your job and you're not sure where you want your life to go right now, and there's something that you've been itching to do, now's the time. Because I remember being young and I said one day, I want to have my own business. And that was my chance. I didn't realize it. I thought, how could this happen to me? Why is this, that's part of what I was thinking. Why does this happen to me? Why me? I can't believe this. But it was one of the best things that's ever happened to me. It caused me to look at my life and change it for the better. And now I still have this same business. My family, we do okay. And I'm completely out of debt. So if I do lose a job again, I don't have to worry about these people harassing me. I won't have to be scared. Which is, a lot of people say you shouldn't pay off your house, or you shouldn't this, or you shouldn't pay cash for cars, and you should borrow money. But I'm telling you, the peace of mind that comes with that, you can't put a price on that. And if you're a young person and you're listening, my recommendation to you would get yourself out of debt. If you're not in debt, don't get in debt. Just work, save your money, have your goals, have your dreams and things you want to accomplish. Work towards accomplishing those things and live your life. You don't have to have all the stuff that everybody tells you you have to have, because sometimes it, may not be worth it. So that's it. If you like my channel, if you like me, please subscribe to my channel, like my video, however you do it. And I want to talk about more stuff like this. So if you listen this long, thank you for listening, and look forward to seeing you again. And we'll talk to you soon. Goodbye.